It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. On the Tampa Bay side of the field, head coach Todd Bowles. His guy's one of the last undefeated standing this season, 4-0. On the opposite side, that's Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scotch. This is Chase McLaughlin on to handle the opening kick. And we're underway in Seattle. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? A former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins.
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Kate, we're 1 snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
From the gun, Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. This is Cox. That's Walker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A 28-yard pickup there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They give up the gut to Walker. And he drives that club backward on a gain of 4. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Staying with Walker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
Knocked away. That's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at 4th down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Cameron Johnson back deep to receive this one for the Bucs. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the number 1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
Last week is one of those weird spots as a quarterback, Kate. Right? You celebrate a win. Every win is so hard in this league, but as a QB, you also know when you throw more interceptions than touchdowns, you're very fortunate to come on the winning side of any game at this level.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play, and that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Right back to Irving now. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win.
Brings up second and 3 at the 46-yard line.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Mayfield now from the gun. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there, and some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here we go. It's Mayfield. Throw caught by his running back. And they get this down to the 28. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. Irving here from the gun. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. He stopped him after a gain of about 3. Leaves him looking at 4th down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Mayfield to throw for it. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. Extra man in the secondary for the Bucs on 3rd down. Darnold. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Walker on 1st down. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Caught by his fullback behind the line. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Hand off to Walker from the gun. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
This is Walker on second. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Pressure's there, and the Bucs got him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the Bucs 35-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down.
3rd and 13.
Third and long for him here. And he's batted away up front. Throw doesn't even get beyond the line thanks to a well-timed swat there. They're going to face 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Myers' kick is good. And that will get them on the board.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Todd Bowles sending his Bucs out for another drive. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. That's a reception for Tyler Higbee. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bucs have the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First down, here's Baker. On the move, headed right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. Right side, this is Ibuka. Will muster a little down to the 30. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nick Ebenwari. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Baker throwing again. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead.
Seahawks 3.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Derink Young to return this. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Hits him on the in route. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the first. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going on first. Here's Darnold. On and quick, and they bring him down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Here's Darnold. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
Brings up third down.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. From the gun, Darnold. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at fourth and long. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Here's Baker. He just throws this one away.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, but they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. Trying to work quickly now.
A gain of 15 yards. And a first down.
Mayfield to throw again. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They're working quickly here.
11 more yards. That's another Buccaneers.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. They tried to air it out, but just couldn't hook up.
Incomplete.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Once more, it's Mayfield. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time, so it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Mayfield. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's 4th down.
Mayfield to throw for it. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They kick the running back in motion. Darnold with it on 3rd and short. Pressure's there, and the Bucs got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Michael Dixon on the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw. And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the 2nd half. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Mayfield now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So 1st down from the 41. Here's the give to Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Baker now from the gun. Finds Ibuka. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Baker to throw. Got a man. This is Evans. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Throwing the out route complete. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Baker throwing again. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. 2nd and 3 now. A give to Mostert out of the gun. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
From the red zone on 1st. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Catch made left side by Abuka. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
13 yards on the play. And a first down. First and goal, Tampa Bay.
Still sticking with the passing game. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Young on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Mike McDonald's getting his Seahawk offense out for another drive. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now Darnold off the play action. Lofts it deep right side. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down. Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Throwing, Baker. That one complete to Higbee. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense is set. First and 10. From the red zone now. Buying some time right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. On fourth down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Young on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Smith on the coverage.
Running back sent in motion left. On second and 10 now. Darnold caught by his fullback behind the line. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, Franklin. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. On now comes their punter. He has it at the 13. He dodged the tackle. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
This is Irving on second. They're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this third quarter. So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Buccaneers have that football partner, and more importantly, they've got a good lead. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. To throw, Mayfield. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as a QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Throwing again is Baker. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book. That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
That one's good to Godwin. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
6 yards. It's second down.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's fourth down. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Shaheed now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. Gets up the edge to the 35. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a 29-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10.
From the gun, Darnold. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
2nd and 10, Darnold. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. There it is, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. One after, up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 10. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Buccaneers manage to recover the football. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. First down, and they go right back to it. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. And the defense choosing not to let the 2-minute warning arrive just yet. They're going to call time. 2:06 left in our contest. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 10, Mayfield again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Buccaneers about to move to a perfect 5-0 this season. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And the Buccaneers get that 1st down, and that should be enough to start the celebration and earn them this win. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
It's Mostert on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And a first down.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Seattle.
One of their best defensive backs is coming off a stellar performance. Those in the organization already know
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. This is Jennings. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Completes it to Jennings. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And what a career resurgence for Baker Mayfield. He went from being a discarded starter to a Pro Bowl quarterback. And he's coming off a year where he set career highs in passing yards, touchdowns, and completion percentage. But best of all, the ultimate leader for his ball club.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You look at this Niner defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
To Chris Godwin. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Well, you see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game. 9 carries, 80 yards.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200-plus in this game.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Run. 180.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Purdy. There's a short one caught by Tonjes. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Outside. 118.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Once again, it's Mostert. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The Bucs at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Yeah, he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Irving. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That good for 19 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powering them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
To throw, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Mayfield to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
180.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together. Purdy now to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving getting ready to go back to work. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Once again, it's Irving. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
King. Good. 180.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release.
says this will be incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Fourth down, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the fourth down conversion.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
14 more yards. That's another Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mayfield down. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
Mayfield with it once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. So halftime straight ahead. It is time. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Mayfield looks to throw. To the right side, catch made by Abuka. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
180.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Abuka. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Complete to Emeka Abuka. First down and goal to go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mayfield keeps it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
4 yards. And the 49er first down.
Purdy off the play fake. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now right to Bourne. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Purdy looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 39 yards. And the 49ers get a bit closer. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Boy, shifts past him. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Chris Godwin
with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McLaughlin for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30.
Definitely one of the G's, bro, open the play.
The Niners set to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
On the return, Johnson.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, San Francisco.
They go play action here. Purdy will get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
The 22 more yards there and another first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
2nd down and 8.
What's up?
Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They run. It's Tucker.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, It's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
180.
Throwing, Mayfield. Delivering the pass here to Evans on the out route. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 4th down, Mayfield. Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now Mayfield.
Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Second and a couple.
Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends and not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point, and the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Got the connection here to Bourne. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 37 yards.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Purdy. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Purdy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Purdy on 4th down.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
It's a turnover on down.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Complete to number 89, Tyler Higbee. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Right back to Chris Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs 1st down as he's up to the 47.
A gain of 10 yards. And a 1st down.
To throw, Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mustafa on the coverage.
Mayfield with it once more.
Open man is Ibuka.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into?